Welcome to your video. In today's video, we're going to be playing City Skylines in today's speed build. Where, well, we're going to be building up a little office park here, just to serve some of our industrial needs in our city, and then we also expand our the outer edge of the city with the suburbs area. So I start off with the office zones, and well, I just zone that up, and then I put a zone over also this like little industrial park here. And then, well, then I move on to fixing up some zones just to make sure they're all correct. And then also looking at the 18,000 people that live in the Highland. And then I also put it in some commercial right in front of the university just to fill up this huge big old plot of land here. And then I also put in some more commercial along that road. Add in a little road in here just to put in a bit more commercial too. I had to put in a curve in it, but it's fine. Then I just put in commercial all there. And then I just gave that all a little zone because I wanted to make it leisure because we're right next to the university. And so that's what ended up happening, and so I just made it to where that zone all worked out for right there. And then I also tried to fit in some unique buildings. I couldn't find one that fit, I don't think, except for this one, but this one I put in the office, so it's like a little high-rise building. Is like the big boy, I guess, of that area. And then I also put in some offices over in here, which I've been meaning to do a lot of this for a long time. And then for some reason you can't use the airport aprons and have a zoned building on top of it, or any building on top of it, or else it'll break them. So that's what I found out with this. So just put in some commercial around it. And then I moved over here and I started to build up our road network for where this new expansion to the area will be. And so I just was continuing the grid over to here. And then probably once we get this like all done a bit more, we will maybe start to expand out into our suburbs area, or a large amount of suburbs. And so then I accidentally deleted quite a bit, so then I just built it back in and I started zoning in here. And I went with a bit of mixed zoning. And then I replaced some commercial with residential, and I did the same with residential, but swapped, so it was a bit of commercial and a bit of residential, as it is in real life. And then I noticed how this was a bit off in terms of like it didn't connect into the road of here, and well, I just fixed that. I'm still trying to get all the parking lots in that parking lot, and it will probably take forever. And then just because I've been meaning to kind of do this for a while, I obviously had started building up this like expansion to our waterway here. And well, the waterway finally got all filled up, so I'm turned off some of the fresh water pumps. So this way we can obviously start to get, or well, not get rid of them, but so this way we don't need to have water constantly pumping into the system and overflowing it. And then I just cleaned up the edges of that. And then because we were also starting to get a whole lot of industrial need, I added in some more offices in this new area. I just roaded out, which that's a new word. And I got rid of the zoning on the one side of the road, so this way the side that was lower on the hill could have bigger buildings, which in real life that's what would happen. And they would be less likely to build buildings on a higher part because that's typically more expensive. Because then you don't have soil to sell, you have soil to buy. Alrighty, well, this is it for this episode. I do hope you've enjoyed. If you have, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next one. Bye!